So this is Megaman 7, the final boss. Kind of annoying music, actually. I actually like the music in this game. I think it's one of the better soundtracks, but this song's pretty irritating. Anyway, this is probably my least favorite of the Super Nintendo Mega Man games, and the reason for that being that I just don't think it's very creative. The Mega Man X game is much better. This one is actually very easy, except for the final boss. It's actually the most annoying final boss in any Mega Man game. That's not to say that it's the hardest, just the most annoying. I don't know why, really. It's just the way it's set up. This isn't the final boss. This is the first part. The second part, this part's easy. The second part, the pain in the fucking ass. I mean, obviously, if you're playing on an emulator, you can use save states and all that, but that completely defeats the purpose. So, my view is if you're not going to play the game how it's supposed to be played, then don't fucking bother. So that's, unless it's an RPG, then you could use frame skips, I guess. And now for the actual final boss, which is a kind of a disappointment of a final boss. In terms of, I mean, the other Mega Man games have had some pretty big final bosses. This guy's kind of a pussy. I mean, it's Dr. Wily, as it almost always is. I don't think it's Dr. Wily in the Mega Man Zero games, but this is pretty much all he does. He shoots these balls, and then the actual way to kill him correctly is just to spam the shit out of him with the ice, because it's the only thing that can reach him up there. I think the coil can, but it's really hard to use the coil. And actually, I'm gonna have to use... He's very hard. I don't know. In most Mega Man games, I need 1 or 2 energy things, if any, to kill the final boss. But this guy is just a pain in the ass. And he becomes invincible for some reason at that point when he's dropping the things, and I don't even fucking know why, really. I wonder if you can hit him 3 times. I don't know. Never mind how he's actually hiding. He, like, pulls a veil of nothingness out. I don't know, I guess he's got camouflage? I don't know what that is. You see, you can avoid those balls, but it's ridiculously hard, and it's entirely dependent on where he is. A lot of times you're just so close, like there, that it's just, you can't avoid it anyway, so it's just, why even fucking bother? I hate bosses in games that make you feel like you're shitty at video games just because they're shitty in design. That's kind of how he is. That said, Mega Man 7 is still a good game. I'm going to use one of these weapon tanks things. I'll finish him off with the freeze cracker. I've beaten, I think, all the Mega Man games, and this isn't my least favorite. I think maybe 5 or 6 are just so forgettable. They're good games, they're just entirely forgettable. The X games, the Mega Man and Bass on the Game Boy Advance is a really good game that I haven't finished yet. Actually, I'm at the last boss on it. It's actually the hardest Mega Man game. I think the Mega Man Zero games are actually the best Mega Man games, to be honest, which is a weird opinion, but I don't know. I just like the way those games, the feel of those games is cool. Shit, alright. He's pretty much dead, but it's just, I don't even know why I'm bothering to, like, even make a tape of this, but it's just such a cheap... I'm basically letting him hit me and then just spamming an attack. It's, like, not even a challenge, but whatever. It's actually better to let him hit you with the ice one, or the lightning, actually. Is, if you get hit with the fire can actually drain your health. The other one's just sort of... yeah, that's it. He's pretty freaking easy if you have everything that you need when you come up to him, but if you don't have 4 energy tanks and at least 1 weapon tank, it's a pain in the ass. And, the ending is sort of like this, man versus machine dilemma until a Deus Ex Machina causes a steel girder to fall on his head, which is not a bad ending, really. But Mega Man has done better. Anyway, that's Mega Man 7. I gotta do what I should have done years ago. It's very strange, broken English for Mega Man. I don't think he's been to grammar school recently.